Ellie liked to smoke, drink, chase women, and ride motorcycles. He was also our minister. Good morning. It is May 18th, 2021. I'm Fuzzy. That's Bones, my dinosaur right there. And over yonder is La Sombra. It's been a stressful week for us. Had somebody in the hospital, important to us. And we're going to take old La Sombra there for a couple 100-mile ride, maybe 300. Columbus, Nebraska. I'm told there's a very good motorcycle shop out there, so we're going to go visit it. Didn't clean her up because, I don't know if you can see it, but it's going to rain some more today, but not too much. And I've been wet before, so anyway, let's go ride. Yahoo! Into the ditch they go. Now in Iowa, this is really not that uncommon. I mean, it's not common. It's not uncommon. Let's see what they do here. Oh, they're trying to cross that barbed wire fence. One made it across. Okay, we're in a little bit of a mist here. Old La Sombra there's got a little bit of stuff on her windshield. Let's go shut her headlight off. Bigfoot. We are at DeSoto National Wildlife Refuge. It's on the west end of Iowa. Missouri River is over yonder, and you pay to get through that gate. And they've got an exhibit of the Bertram, I think it is, an old steamship. Right there it is, that had sunk years ago, and they recovered it. I mentioned earlier we had some illness in the family. My dad's in the hospital. He's 92. I want to bring up something. He got me into motorcycling. He and his two brothers were the first people in our family that had motorcycles. His youngest brother still has a room full of them at home. Dad had a friend named Ellie. Ellie was a charismatic individual. That's actually an understatement. Ellie liked to smoke, drink, chase women, and ride motorcycles. He was also our minister. At Sunday afternoons, after church, I'd get him to give me a ride home on his, I think it was probably a Yamaha. Had a, chrome strip, white and red paint. And it was a two-stroke smoker, probably a 125 or a 175. I don't think it was a 250 because I grew up in the Philippines and bikes that size were hard to come by. But he'd give me the rides. It was a thrill, and the speed, that's how the bite bit. How did y'all get into it? What got you? Post them in the comments. I really would like to know. It's something very interesting to me. Okay, so I made a video a while back saying that La Sombra here was a UJM, Universal Japanese Motorcycle, and I stand by that. A lot of you pointed out that she is not a four-cylinder. My God, you're right, she's not. But the first UJMs were not four-cylinders. They were twins, parallel twins, 500s, 450s, 500s, and 650s. And when they hit our shores here in America, people made those into scramblers and cafe racers. They toured with them. They did everything with them. And some of the criteria of a UJM is that they have to be versatile and they have to be affordable. And this bike is certainly affordable, and it's absolutely versatile. But anyway, I'm going to keep on going. Columbus is another probably 85 miles, so we got a little ways to go. And I don't think we're gonna have some rain. We're gonna get a little wet. Yahoo! Let's go. Good afternoon. We are in Columbus. Look at that tank behind there. La Sombra right there. So I googled Columbus Harley when I left the house, before I left the house, and they said it was a viable place. I just googled it now to find the address, and it says it's permanently closed, but we're going to drive by that address and see what we can find. But look at this hot rod. I was a Cav Scout, so I don't know what kind of tank that is other than big. But anyway, we did drive through some more rain. You can't really tell the difference. Actually, might even be cleaner. Going back to motorcycles, my dad's first motorcycle was a 125 Honda CB 125. He bought that when I was, I don't know, 7, 8 years old, 9 years old, and it was also the first thing I ever hot wired. He wouldn't let me ride it. He wouldn't leave the key out. I read the manual, figured out what everything worked, how everything worked, and so I figured out how to start it too. Life was good back then. I'd like to add a little more about the UJMs, the Universal Japanese Motorcycle. The Honda 750, which came out in 68, 69, the 4-cylinder inline, that's why those bikes, that was a game changer. That was a motorcycle that really, it wasn't just an evolutionary step, it was just a big jump up. And I think that inline 4-cylinder and then the subsequent, the ones that came after it through the 70s and 80s, they kind of ruled the road. They were it, and that's why the UJM moniker was so firmly attached to that group. They made touring bikes out of them, sport bikes out of them, cruisers out of them. They did the only thing I would say is they probably didn't make any dirt bikes out of them, although I had a friend that did do that with one. And one of the things about a UJM is it should be affordable, and I'm saying that a bike like this Shadow right here is a UJM because it has all the benefits of the other bikes, plus it's affordable in this modern age. Anyway, let's go try to find that Harley shop. Yahoo! Dave, I found the shop, Columbus Harley. It's closed. Sorry, guy. Harley Davidson, you can kind of see it in the overhead. The sign's gone. There are motorcycles inside. There's a little sign on right there. No lights on. The doors are locked. Sad to see. Sad to see. All right. Well, I'm gonna go eat some lunch and see what we can find out there in the world. Maybe I can find a Runza, huh? Well, we're about 250, 60 miles into the trip. The Somber right there. It's probably 4:30, I don't know. We are in Decatur, Nebraska. That's over yonder. Nebraska sign, welcome to over yonder. This is the bridge. The other side of that river, that's the mighty Missouri River, is the other side of that river is Iowa. They've got a walking system, walking trail here. I've never walked it, so I don't know much about it. I've canoed this river, 100 miles of it anyway, all the way from Sioux Falls. Yeah, Sioux Falls all the way down to Omaha, just about. It's actually pretty fun. Bigfoot's all dirty here. Anyway, about the ride today. Well, the main thing I wanted was a good motorcycle ride, and I got that. I'm about 80 miles from home, so I got a little ways to go. Haven't had any rain really, a couple miles maybe, but I still have a chance to get it. Like I said, about 80 miles from home. Very interesting. Columbus. Anyway, never been to Columbus, Nebraska. And one, it's very flat in Columbus. That was interesting. But the Harley dealership that I went to go see was, well, it was closed, and that's very unfortunate. That shop was supposed to be one of the few shops left that would actually work on things like Ironheads and Shovelheads and things like that. They're getting harder to find. And Dave, I'm sorry, your shop that you told me about is shut down. Those of us that have those kind of motorcycles, well, we do work on them ourselves, but that makes the pool of people that are able to use those bikes have them very small, and that is unfortunate. Okay, now UJM, I call this a UJM. I got one more thing to say about that, and that is that a UGM should be affordable, and because you're going to take it and cut it up and turn it into something else. And the modern equivalent of that in my mind are the Japanese metric cruiser bikes, these V-twins. They all make them. Suzuki, Yamaha, Kawasaki. Yamaha makes that beautiful Volt. I've never driven it. I'd love to. I've seen them. They're absolutely great bikes. They look like a Sportster made in Japan. And anyway, these bikes fit that role. They, I've seen people bob them. I've seen them cafes, especially the Viragos. They like to turn those into little cafe racers. Of course, they cruise them, they customize them. They customize the heck out of them. I mean, they have some of these bikes that are just, it's amazing what people have done with them. Absolutely beautiful ones. You can find them on YouTube, of course. And then, of course, there's people like me that use them for long rides. I do a lot of 500, 600, 700 mile rides per day, and I've got this one rigged up for that pretty good. So that makes these, that's what I'm saying, these bikes are very versatile. They do very well. They're very reliable. They're affordable. They've got a sufficient amount of power for the most part. They're great motorcycles. Okay, now one last thing about my old dad. Dad's 92 years old. He's had a heck of a good life. He's in the hospital right now. He hopefully will get out, and they say he could have a full recovery. That's what we're working for and wanting. However, if that doesn't happen, the guy has had 92 wonderful years on this planet, and I'm pretty proud of that. He's been in at least 50 countries. He's worked in Europe, South America, Central America. He's worked in Mexico. He's worked in, did I say Africa? He's been in all over Africa. Of course, all over Asia, the Philippines. Well-traveled. You know, all this from a farm boy. They were dirt poor. Anyway, I love the man, and I hope for the best for him. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy life while you can. Take care.